We got the blues, or the Brixton Blues at least, from a company called Lazy Scientist. Interesting sounding sauce, this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Scotch, Bonnet and Reaper, but I think the name blues is coming from the fact it's loaded with blueberries.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what we're guessing. So, full set of ingredients are on the screen, so you can see for yourself as to what is in this little concoction. The Reaper is pretty low down in the ingredients list, but that's never necessarily a bad thing. I don't know whether they're using it in this for heat as opposed to flavour, or
I wonder if they're using it for the
just the
longevity rather than...
Yeah.
Because we found recently with quite a few sauces that they're using Reapers, but they're using it for longevity rather than actually for the actual massive heat kick. So
yeah, absolutely. Let's find out. Give it a good shake. Quite like the name as well, Lazy Scientist. It's kind of a cool.
It's got real
blueberry.
So almost like
Obviously, some spices in there as well. So I think I noted a bit of sort of cinnamon, clove, and so forth.
It's a lovely, smooth-looking sauce.
Yeah, it does have a good texture, doesn't it? That's it. How's it smell, bud?
It's quite a complex smell.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's almost slightly savoury on the nose.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
It's packed with fruit, but who's to say? It doesn't always follow through to the palate, so let's have a go.
So there is a slight graininess, but I think that's from the seeds of the blueberries, which you can never help.
You can, but that's caught my throat, actually, that graininess. Excuse me a second.
But you remember, we're trying off spoons. If you were having it with actual food, you probably wouldn't notice that as much, or even at all.
It's quite fascinating, actually. It's not as it's not. I mean, blueberries aren't the sweetest of fruits anyway, but they are offering that kind of nice fruitiness into the sauce, which I'm quite enjoying, actually. And the agave is quite a nice touch for a little bit of like supporting sweetness, but not making it too sort of confected in its flavour. I think the spices are quite nicely managed, because again, things like clove, you go even just an inch too much on that, and it's game over. It's just horrible. So, the Scotch Bonnets and the Reaper. So, a little bit, I would say, of Scotch bonnet flavour for me, just a little bit. That kind of slightly stone fruity musk kind of flavour that you get from it. And I think you're right with the Reaper.
Yeah,
it's about adding a bit of sort of length on the heat, isn't it?
Because my mouth now is still warming.
Yeah, it's warm. But yeah, the only thing I'm not wild on is the texture.
Yeah.
Because it immediately caught me in my throat, and I've had to have more sauce to get rid of that last bit of sauce. It's a bit strange. But as you say, that aside, when you're actually having a mouthful of food and everything else, because we're trying directly off the spoon, you're probably not going to notice. No. So it's a minor niggle in the grand scheme of things.
I was going to say, what would you use on?
So do you know what I absolutely love blueberries with is mackerel. Absolutely adore the mackerel. Yeah. So for me, even possibly raw mackerel, or maybe a bit sort of sashimi style or something like that. But what about you?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe like something like a dessert style thing.
It would lend itself to both, doesn't it? Yeah. I'd say it's got that ability to I would probably want to up the sweetness fractionally for a dessert, but then again, if you've got something that's really, really sweet, it's going to offset. So like if you've got like a big white chocolate cheesecake or something, then that will actually work as a little offset quite nicely. So that's a good shout. Heat level. That's
a good, maybe an 8.
It's pretty warm.
Yeah. But it's warm, but it's not like an enjoyable, and it's not something which is going to stop you from going back for more. It's like now my mouth is just a comfortable warmth. It's not in pain or... You're
effectively in agreement with these guys, because they give it 4 out of 5 chilies, or an 8 out of 10. So it's pretty warm, but it's a nice round of warmth. It's working for me really well. That sometimes, as we found recently with certain products, like on the hotter side, the heat can just be very sort of disconnected to the rest of the sauce. You get like initial flavour and it's all gone, or you've got left as heat. But actually, I've got a bit of everything going on with this, which I quite like. It's good. It's nice. It's a nice product. Cool. All right. Fine. So we're going to heat rating. We've decided what we're going to do with it. Would you buy it again?
I probably would.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure if it'd quite be a store cupboard staple, but
no. Well, I think when we talk about buying again, it's like, would you just buy again at some point, isn't it? Because I've got favourites and go-tos, and I'll keep going back to every now and again, but. It's one of those that if I saw on the shelf, I'm like, actually, I enjoyed that. I might have that again, even if it's a year down the line. But absolutely. Cool. All right. Do check out Lazy Scientist. Lots of other products available from them. In the meantime, might go do some mackerel with this. Please do feel free to share, to subscribe, to like, and hopefully we'll see you in another video real soon. Cheers for now.